I think it's working. Yes. Hold on. Actually, this works pretty well. Then you don't have to actually see my microphone. All right. Just want to make sure that my stream is actually working, because last time it messed up. All right. Come on. I want to make sure it works. I'm looking at the video preview. Let's go here. Aha, excellent, cool. The video preview on my dashboard's not working, but as long as the main one works, then I guess I don't care too much. Awesome. Okay. Looks like it's working, so that's good. Sorry about last week. So my computer has 16 gigs of RAM, right? That should be enough RAM for anybody. But apparently the page file didn't have enough, like it wasn't allocated enough, or I don't know. It didn't make any sense to me, but Windows started closing everything when I had everything running, like OBS and Visual Studio and all this crap used up a lot of memory, so Windows started closing stuff, and apparently it closed the stream but didn't tell me, because OBS was was still running, and like the live stream and stuff was saying that it was recording, so I didn't even notice until 45 minutes into it, and then I tried to fix it and it was streaming, but it started where it died, so everyone was seeing like a 45-minute delay, and then it just abruptly stops, because when I stopped recording at the end of the session where we finished everything, just messed up. So sorry about that. Today it looks like it's actually working, so that's good. So what are we doing tonight? Well, first I have some decaf coffee with some Baileys. I am on baby duty tonight. So I have the baby monitor in the background here, and we're going to be working on it too, so it'll actually work out pretty well. So if he wakes up, I have to go take care of him, but he's been pretty good last few nights, so shouldn't be a big deal. So tonight we're going to finish where I left off last time. So last time, let me show you what we did. Let me switch over. Okay, so let me bring up and get this kind of stuff in order here. Okay, so what we worked on last time was this site here. So let me just open it up so we can actually see it. I'm gonna just run the app quick. Okay, localhost 5000. And I have to mute it right away because it's loud. There we go. Sorry. Let me adjust this too so you guys can see it. Cool. Fix this here. Awesome. Yeah, so this is what I did last week. So down here, you can see there are two buttons, this mute microphone button and this recording button here. And I added those last week. So the goal here, this web page right here, this is something that I built called Picam Viewer. And really that's taking too much credit, because the only thing on this page is this video player, and that's powered by Node.js. So Node.js, this is what I'm using. Okay, so it's a video framework basically, and this live stream that you see here, this is just a test one, but what I really use it for is this, which is my baby monitor. And you can't really see it, because it's nighttime. There's no lights on. But you can see the timestamp there in the bottom right where it's moving up and down. So this is the live feed from my Raspberry Pi that's in my son's crib, or right above it, right? And I have a guide on how I built that. Let me bring it up, just so you can like understand what I built. So this is what it is. So this is a baby monitor. So basically, you use a Raspberry Pi and you use a Raspberry Pi camera, and then you can stream it. And so the way that I stream it is through this Picam viewer, which is my project, but it uses Node.js behind the scenes. So for development, I'm just using a test stream, but in reality, we would be, watching the baby, right? But since the baby has a black screen, it's not really interesting, so that's why I put this test stream on here. So anyway, there are two things that we can do using this software called Picam. So Picam is the actual software that's running on the Raspberry Pi that's doing the stream. So that's what this project is. It's pretty awesome. That's what's doing the timestamp in the bottom right. And so it's using this HTTP live streaming HLS. So there are a couple things that we want to do with it. First of all, I want to be able, while I'm watching the live stream, I want to be able to record, right? Like this. So you can see it's turning red because I want it to record. It's not actually doing it right now. That's what we're going to hopefully work on tonight. But the other functionality that I want is mute and unmute. So these are the two actions that we can do, which is kind of neat. So the way that we can do it, you can sort of see here, we have to create files on the Raspberry Pi itself. Okay, so when I hit this button to record and then hit it again to not record, it has to actually create a file on the file system of the Raspberry Pi for Picam to see that it should trigger. So what we have to do tonight, because I did the UI, so yeah, I can press these buttons, but they don't do anything. Okay. So what we have to do tonight is we have to build the back end. So I'm probably going to do Node.js just because it's pretty portable and easy to install on the Raspberry Pi, and I know it. So it's easy for me to do that. And we're just going to write it in plain JavaScript, ES6, just modern JavaScript. We're not going to do TypeScript or whatever, just because it's going to be small and there's only going to be a couple things we're going to do. I don't even think we're going to use a framework. We're just going to write it in pure Node.js, unless that becomes a big pain, and then I will switch over to a framework. So this is what the code looks like right now. You can see, you know what, can I make this a little bit smaller? I don't know if I can. Hold on a sec. How do I get to, I don't know how to get to the menu. How do I get to the menu of Hyper? Oh, I don't know. Alright, guess we're not going to deal with it right now. I was going to make the font size a little bit smaller, but whatever. So, this is what the code looks like. So this is the HTML page. It's pretty basic. And then we have the JavaScript, which is almost all of this. So everything below here I wrote last week that nobody saw. So basically I was talking to myself and I wrote all this code. So let me just briefly go over it so you can kind of understand what I'm doing. So basically Node.js is customizable. So it's using components. And so you can create your own components and you can kind of add them to the UI. Sorry. So it looks like this, right? So this bar down here is called the control bar. And there's a pause button. There's a mute and unmute speaker. So on my computer, right, like that. And then I added these two new controls, these two new buttons, and then this live label, and then the full screen button, right? So, oops, nope. So I added two new buttons. We have the mic mute button and the record button, and all they do is they extend this built-in like button class that Video.js has, or sorry, component, I guess, like this const button, and we extend it. And we had some new properties that I added, like toggling it on and off, setting the icon, that kind of stuff, recording, but they don't do anything. So like when you click it, all it does is toggle the UI state. It doesn't actually do anything. So that's what we have to implement tonight. So why don't we just go ahead and get started. The first thing that I probably want to do is probably maybe separate this, or I could just create a server.js. Let's just do that. So server.js is going to be our Node.js server. Okay, and you're going to have to forgive me, okay, because I don't know all the Node.js API and stuff like by heart, so we're going to have to learn a little bit together. But the first thing I think I can do maybe is, well, I'm going to check if I can get IntelliSense. So let's just do, I wonder if that's going to work. Oh, look at that. Cool. So Visual Studio Code is awesome, and it gives me Node.js IntelliSense. So that's gonna help me. So I mean, this is kind of how we're gonna start, right? Like we want to create an HTTP server. Okay. So let's see. We want to do app equals HTTP dot create server. Okay, and then we have a request listener that takes a request and a response. So why don't we just do, we'll make that up here. And it's just going to be a function that takes a request and a response. Okay. And then the other thing that we need to do is we need to do app.listen, and so right now our code is hosted at localhost 5000. So we need to have this code like listen on a different port. For now, because I'm using serve, Node.js serve. It's just serving like local files on the file system, and I want to create my own server. So for now we're just going to do like 5001 so that we can test it out. And for good measure, why don't we do console log listening on port 5001. I'm just going to hard code these for now. So the most basic thing that we can do, I think, response dot send and hello world. I don't know. We'll see if that works. So let's create a new tab here. Create a new tab, please. I want to create a new tab. How do I do that? This is the first time I'm using Hyper. Why can't I create a new tab? Hold on. What the heck? I don't understand how to use this. Hold on. Sorry. I gotta look it up. Because I don't know what I'm doing, man. Here we go. I want Hyper Terminal new tab. Okay. How do I open a new tab? I am silly. Don't know how to do it. Okay. Is there any documentation here? Key maps. Okay. Well, what are the defaults? What are the default keys on this thing? I thought it was Control T. My God. No, there's no documentation about what the keys are. This is a hacker's terminal, that's for sure. So, you would think that this wouldn't be so bad. Hold on. Can I do... What's the hyper config dot hyper? Oh, nope. I thought that might be it, but it's not. Okay, so it's there, but I don't think I have a .hyper.js file. Oh, I can't even see it. I can't even see it. All right, you know what? Screw this. That's gonna open up new terminal here, and maybe I can move to the right. All right, and maybe I can go and do this, and then I can go and do that. All right. Okay, I think that's gonna work a little bit better. So we're here now, so let me just do node server.js. That's all I wanted to do. Listening on port 5001. Okay. Oh. Response.send is not a function. What about that? Oh, it's response.end, not response.send. I think response.send, I think, is part of Express. That's what I'm used to using. Okay, so we have our hello world. Cool. Now what we need to do is we need to actually serve our index page. So yeah, so we can inspect like request for the URL, but now I'm starting to convince myself that maybe I should just install Express and call it a day. So why don't we do that? npm install Express save. I think we need it as a just regular dependency. Let me think about that for a sec. We need it to run, so yeah, I think we need it as a regular dependency. Okay. Great. Excellent. Excellent, yes. You also cannot see part of my commands, so... how am I going to handle that? I wish I could detach this almost. That would kind of be cool, but I don't think I can. How can I let you guys see this thing? Let's see here. Maximize? Nope, don't want to do that. Move to bottom. I could do that, but then there's going to be a lot of white space. Oh man. Let me try to find... Picam viewer. Oh, that's not. I think this is what I want. Here it is. I found it. I'm gonna do show hamburger menu here. Okay. Why don't we try that again? All right. Do. Trying to configure my stupid shell. Okay. File. Control Shift T. Are you serious right now? There we go. Control Shift T. Okay. Anyway. So what I wanted to do was zoom out. There's no hotkey to zoom out, so I guess I'm just going to keep clicking it. Oh my god. Okay. You know what? Instead of doing that, let me actually just change the actual frickin' like font size. So let's do 14. Okay, is that a little bit better on the stream? Yeah, I think that looks a little bit better. Wouldn't you guys agree? Okay, CD Picam viewer, awesome. Okay, so I've installed Express now. So I should be able to just do this. Express, and then we want to do. I gotta look it up. I just want to create a new thing. Getting started. There we go. You just call it. Couldn't be simpler. Let's do that. Sorry. Jeez. Okay. So this is what I want. App.listen. Perfect. And then this takes a callback. And then goes like that. Cool. All right. Yeah. Great. So we have that. Now what I can do is I can just do that, and then request response. I can get rid of that. And then for this route, we want to do res.send file. Nope, don't want that. I just think I just want send. And what might be easier is just to set up the routing to load static files. Okay, getting started. Basic routing. Cool. I think I have to do render. Static files. Oh, it's built in. Okay, cool. Express.static. So now this is where we might need to move some files. So maybe we will do public. We'll move that into there. And then let's move the CSS. Oh my god, don't ask me. That JS file, at least for now. That we might change that later. Config.json goes into here. And then we have our server. Great. So we're going to do app.use, right? App.use express.static. Okay. Great. Cool. I should be able to do this now. So let's do node server.js, listening on port 5001. Oh, yeah. Cool. Could be easier, right? So now we have our really basic Express app. That's awesome. Okay, great. Now the other thing that I want to do, maybe just clean that up a little bit. I need two placeholders. We need app.get. Well, actually it should be post, I think. And we're just gonna have it be commands, or maybe we should, yeah, we'll do commands. Mute. And this is going to be request, response, error, I guess. I don't care about error. And then we want another one. Unmute. And we want two more. One for record and stop record. I don't know. We can name them different later, but I think that's what I want for now. And all we're going to do is just say console. Well, why don't we just say res.json. Okay, true. We're just going to copy that for all the implementations for now. Okay, so now I should be able to post there. And we can test that out by doing curl, and we want to do HTTP localhost 5001 commands mute. Oh, and it needs to be post. Why don't you like that? Invalid operation. Is it just because it's not I have to restart the server? Let's try it. Let's try it. Hey, look at that. You can't really see it. It's right here. Content, okay. I'm using PowerShell. So, yeah, so we can do that. We can make it a little bit nicer. We can do content like that. Cool. Neato burrito. And I should be able to do unmute. Yep. So the rest are going to work. So cool. So now we've stubbed out like what our API is going to look like. The other thing that we can do is go back to the client-side code, and we can actually call that. And I already have a dependency on fetch, so we can just use fetch. So here, so this is mute mic, and we want to say if this dot state. So when this dot state is true, then mute is going to be on. Okay. So I think we want to do fetch, request info. It's going to be commands mute, method post, and then at least for now, we're just going to console.log response. And then let me make this a little bit easier to read. Okay, I should just use prettier, call it a day. Okay, so now we have fetch. And I'm trying to post to commands mute. And otherwise, what we want to do is we want to do it again, but this time we want to unmute. I could combine this into a single statement. Just deal with it for now. I just want to make sure that it actually posts. So let's start the server again. Server should be running, but we need to restart it. Okay, and then on this page, I guess I don't care about the stream. I just want to inspect the network. So we are going to expect, when I hit the mute button, we're going to expect an AJAX request. And why don't I just do that? Commands just to filter it. Okay. Boop. Oh, there's an error. There's an error. Get 404 not found. That's interesting. It must be using the fetch. Must be using it wrong. Da 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 da. Boop 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 ba doop boop boo. Using fetch. Oh, okay. That's a get though. I want to do a post. Want to do a post. Oh, you just pass it as a second parameter. Okay. Let's do that. So I am going to just make this a parameter. So commands method post. I think I don't need. I don't need to do that. So I can just leave that off. And then do this. So take this. Then get rid of that. And do that here too, except this is going to be unmute. Okay, and then the other thing I'm going to do is just do this. Commands slash, and then this is going to be plus this dot state, mute, unmute. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to say rec.url request.url. I don't think it matters sending, passing the extra parameter. We're just going to get rid of that. There we go. Okay, and then the other thing I want to do is to do JSON. All right. So let's try that. Let's see what that does. Hey, look at that. So there's unmute and then mute. Cool. So we want it to be the opposite now that I look at it, right? Because right now this indicates that, hey, it's muted. So we want to just switch this around. So this is unmute and this is mute. So let's refresh. Just pause the stream. Okay, so that's what I want. So I've just muted it, so it's going to post to mute, and the response that I get is okay, true, and oh, this is a promise. Okay, whatever. And then do it again. Cool. So that's neat. What I want to do is say then data data. All right, so now we refresh, pause it, boom. Yeah, neat. That's so cool. Now the rest is easy as pie, right? Because what I need to do is I just need to generate a file. So I just need to know where Picam is. So I think what we could do, we could read it from a JSON, which is pretty easy. This is the client side JSON. Ooh, we could just read it from there. I don't know. That's the public, so maybe not. Maybe we need the server JSON, or we could even read it from package JSON if we really want to. I don't know. I don't care. Let's just create it right next to server dot. So in here we're just gonna do module.exports, and then we're just gonna have a constant Picam path. Picam, that's where it is by default in my guide, so that's what we're gonna do. Expected a JSON object, that's what I did. Oh, sorry. Config.js. Maybe we'll just do, yeah, that's fine. Config.js. Then we'll just require that. Okay. Then what we want to do is we want to depend on file. What is it? Is it file? Require. What is it? FS. That's what I want. File system. FS. Cool. And for now, well, we could make this async. So first, why don't we just output the path? And the way that we're going to do that is we're going to have a function here. Resolve Picam path. Actually, why don't we just make that a constant too? So we need path. Okay, and then we need to resolve it. So we're gonna do Picam path equals path dot resolve. It's not gonna quite do what I want. What we need to do is we need to translate that path like into the actual physical path that it is on the server. This is where Google comes in handy, right? So Node.js, resolve Linux file local path. Path dot resolve. This isn't gonna really do it. It's not gonna actually find this, but maybe file system will. So file system can do some stuff. Copy file, read file, that's what we want to do. But I want to have it like actually resolve. Oh, how about real path? This callback gets 2 arguments. Only paths that can be converted. Okay. Well, what does this do? Asynchronous real path. Oh, okay. I wonder if this will do it. Expands all symbolic links and resolves references to // extra slash. That seems similar to maybe what I want. I don't know, maybe not. Watch. Well, let me go back to my search here. Oh, here we go. I kind of want, this is what I want to do. You can use process.env.home. Okay. Ooh, tilde expansion. If you only want to expand the homepage for the current user, expand home dir. Okay, so I guess I could do this. Okay. All right. Well, this is probably fine. So let's take this. I might need to change the way that this works though. So let's do, that's fine. So then we'll do const picam path resolve home config picam path. Okay, and so we're going to just return that in each one just so I can actually see what it would do. This is Windows, so it's gonna expand the Windows version, but that's okay. Okay, so that's what I want. C users, comrun, picam. Cool. Now I want to also have it, make sure it can resolve just regular paths too. Like, so if I did like / picam, so that should also resolve. Else return path.resolve dir name file path. I think that's how I want to do it. Well, if I want to do else if file path 0, like that. So if it's not an absolute path, then we want to resolve it. Let's see what that does. Restart it. Ooh. Oh, it's messed up. Oh. There we go. Okay. Perfect. So that's what I want. And then if I change this to be an absolute path, I need to restart. Then it just leaves it alone. Now on Windows, that's not going to make much sense, but I don't care because Picam only works on Raspberry Pi, so we know that this is going to be a Linux path, right? So it doesn't matter to me. Now I'm just going to leave it because that's where the default should be if they followed my guide. Cool. And we're just going to say resolve path. Okay. Makes sense. Great. So now that we know where we're going to create the file, I believe that we need to put it in a specific directory. So it's going to be in hooks. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna say picam path, and we're gonna do path.join. Then we're gonna take resolve path and hooks. Okay, so now we're gonna just append hooks onto the end of whatever path they gave. Boom, like that. So that's where it's gonna go. Awesome. That's exactly what I want. We're making good progress. Now we need to actually go and create the file, and I don't think it needs any, like, all you need to do is touch. Like you don't need to do anything, which is kind of neat. And why don't we start with mute and unmute, because that's going to be a lot easier to test. To mute microphone temporarily, create a file named hooks mute. So that's what we're going to do. And we probably just want to put these into some, put that information into a constant. So we're just going to do, well, it doesn't matter. It's only going to be used here. So fs dot write file. Path is going to be path.join Picam path. And then it's going to just be mute, right? Mute. That's all I need. I don't know about these other... The data, there's not going to be any data. Options, I don't really know. No options. If something other than a buffer is provided, the value is coerced into a string. There's no data. So I guess we'll pass null. And then we need a callback. If let's see here. So we have path and then handlers, which is going to be the request handler, error, request, next. Okay. If error, next error. Otherwise, response.json. This time it's actually going to do that. Okay. Actually, if error, then JSON error. Makes sense? Cool. So now we have mute. We're going to do the same thing for unmute. Unmute. And now this is going to be interesting because we're actually going to need to create the file on the file system. You know, for now, why don't we just put it in this folder? So I'll modify config, and it's just going to be this folder. Okay, so let's restart the server, start it up, and we're going to post to mute. End of end. Syscall open. Oh, we need a hooks directory. So hooks. All right. Dude. Let's see. Refresh. Refresh. Did it create anything? It didn't create anything. Unable to connect to the remote server. That's too bad. Can't set headers after they're sent. What you talking about? Oh, that's why. Return. That's what I want. Okay. Let's restart it. I think it still died. Boom. Oh, look at that. We got a mute. It has a great. It has a file contents. Cool. So as far as I understand it, what Picam will do when we create this file, I think it's going to delete it. So If the file exists, then Picam's going to read it, and I think it deletes the file, and then, then it does the action. So one problem that there's going to be, and I'm not going to worry about it right now, but one problem with this approach, there's no way to ask Picam whether or not it's in the process of recording or whether or not the stream is muted. We're just going to have to deal with it. The user's just going to have to click on the button again to start and stop it or whatever. We'll have to think about ways to detect that. Just something to know. Cool. It's good coffee. Okay. Then we can just copy this. You know what? You can write something twice, but the third time you should make it function. So we're going to do write hook. It's going to be the hook name. We don't need the path. We don't need anything else. And then probably we can just take the response, don't you think? That should be okay. We can just take the response. And then we're going to copy this, paste it in here. This is going to be the hook name. And then we're just going to do that. Right hook. So then this is just going to become right hook, mute, response. Same here. This is just going to be unmute. And same here. This is going to be, let's see here. Start record and stop record. Start record. You know what? Why don't we make that start record also, just to be consistent? And then this one is going to be stop record. Okay, so now we have all that great stuff. Why don't we return the command? The other thing that we should... Well, I could return the full path, but I don't think we need to. This should be good enough, at least for us to test in the browser. So let's open up the page, restart the server. Great. And now let's pause the stream, do mute. Hey, look at that. Unmute, mute, unmute. And there should be 2 files now. Yep, mute and unmute. Great, cool. That's working. So let's just take these, and let's do it under record. And this is going to be stop record, start record. Okay, same deal, refresh. Hey, look at that. Start, stop, start, stop, start, stop. Great. And is the UI state right? So that's not right, right? So when it's blank like this, we actually want to, so it's reverse of the other one. That's fine. I don't care as long as the UI matches up. So now this should start recording. Yep. Stop. Start. Stop. Perfect. And there should be some new hooks. Great. So now we got the hooks writing. That's perfect. That's perfect. Yeah. We're done. That's all we need. Now we could actually go test this on my Picam. So I guess there's a couple things. First of all, right now I'm using Nginx to host the Picam viewer, which I think might be okay. We probably don't need it. We could probably just keep Node running. I don't know. We probably want to do PM2 though, to be honest. And I have not set up PM2 myself. Let's go take a look. Advanced Production Process Manager for Node.js. Cool. PM2 start app.js. List all processes. Cool. Quick start. Install the latest PM2 stable. Usage. The simplest way to start, demonize, and monitor your app is by using this command line. You can also create a configuration file to manage multiple. Oh, cool. I think that's all we need to do then. Restarting PM2 with the processes you manage on server boot reboot is critical. To solve this, just run this command to generate an active startup script. PM2 startup. More information. Okay, I see. I don't think we need to do this. Yeah, don't think we need to do that. I don't know, we'll find out. So this is all I need, I think. Load balancing. Don't need to do any of that. Stop all, restart, reload, blah, blah, blah. Cool. Well, this is super simple. So we need npm install PM2. And I don't think there's anything that we have to do on here. So why don't we close, close all to the right. So we have a little node server. We got this and we got this. We need to test on Raspberry Pi, and then figure out a way, if we generate a recording, for us to be able to like start and stop that recording. Okay. You know what? This is a good place to take a small break. I will be right back in like 2 or 3 minutes. I'm going to get a little bit more coffee. And then we'll test it on the Raspberry Pi next. So I'll actually deploy this out to the Raspberry Pi, my Raspberry Pi that's up, and we will test it. We'll test it live with the baby sleeping. Oh, cool. All right. Oh, we're back. All right, cool. I connected to my Raspberry Pi, so then you didn't have to go watch that, you know. Okay, now we have our server. We have to update my Pi now to actually run, to actually like launch our, our application. So we have a little bit of an issue because currently, I think we can take a look. Hold on. Is there... Where's my Nginx config? What is it? There it is. It's here. Oh, it's because... Oh, stupid. Okay. So we have... sites enabled, I think. Or nginx.conf. I don't know. One of those. Let's see. Might be under sites enabled. Oh, it's dash. It's a directory. Cat default. Okay. Where? There we go. So right now I have location / and this is for var www.html. So right now Nginx is the one serving it, and I think I will need to disable that. What I do want to keep though is this /hls that I do want to keep. So I think for right now what I'm going to do, let's go into Vim default command not found. What the F are you talking about? Do I not have Vim? Okay. Alright, so anyway, let's go down here. Let's just comment that out. Okay, so we're just going to comment that out for now. This is going to break my current viewer. Okay, so if my baby starts crying, it's your guys' fault. No, I'm just kidding. I'll be able to hear him. He's just right next door. So let's write that. Oh my god. Linux. Okay, let's do that again. Shit. That. Okay. Alright, cool. Great. So now now the viewer should be disabled. So actually if we go to it now, let's go to oh, I bet I have to restart Nginx. Yeah. I probably have to restart Nginx. I think I'm using that service, Nginx. Oh my god. Okay, there we go. This should be disabled. That's weird. I'm pretty sure I just disabled it, so what's going on? Maybe do I have to not do index? Let me see. server, listen on port 80. That's what I want. So how about this? Okay. Should we try that? And then restart Nginx. There we... Nope, it's still working. WTF? What's going on? What's going on? What am I doing wrong? I want to not use this. This should not be running. Location slash what the heck? So if I go to... Yeah, okay. That's still working. And so what comes back in the headers? Let's see. Network, doc, headers, Nginx, 304 not modified. It's coming back as an HTTP 200, so it's definitely not disabled. And I even tried restarting it. Okay. Da, 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 da. This font size is too big. Can I modify this? Oh. Change settings. Appearance. I haven't really customized this one. Maybe let's do 10. Okay. There we go. Okay. There's definitely some processes. I don't see the names of the processes though. Oh well. Well, I can just reboot the whole thing. Let me just double check my guide. Because I have it down in here. Installing Nginx. Okay, so definitely down here. Yep. This adds a new HLS. Add a new block above it. Location. This adds a new /HLS URL that points to the run shm HLS directory. Ensure Nginx is started. Okay. Definitely did that. Let's see what I have to do here. So maybe I don't actually need that other one. So I wonder maybe if I get rid of that root. Why don't we try that? So down under here, why don't we do root? Okay, let's try that. All right. Cool. So that works. And then I should still be able to hit the stream though. Great. So that's what I want. Now let's take my code let's commit it. And I guess this is going to need to change. I'll copy this and change it back. So this is going to be, I think I could just undo my config. Oops. Yep, that's what I want. Let's do, first let's commit this. And let's make sure we ignore hooks, because we don't want that. And by default, we want this to be Picam. So we're going to say add server and Picam hooks. Cool. That's committed. Then let's get rid of this. Go like that. Cool. Update HLS URL. Okay. Cool. Excellent. So now let's maybe publish. No, I don't want it to go to master. Shoot. Why don't we create a new branch? Feature Picam commands. This is what I want. Publish. There we go. Now if I go to ls. Okay, cool. Yeah. So what we want to do, I think, we don't need to put the files in here anymore. In fact, it's probably a good idea if we don't. So why don't we go to my home directory, and why don't we do git clone of this. So it's going to be, so first of all, you can see that we have a Picam directory here. Very interesting. It's interesting that we have state, record, and hooks in this directory. That's not, shouldn't be there. Those shouldn't be there. But regardless, we have Picam here. Great. So let's do a git clone, and it's going to be github.com/commonube/Picam viewer. Yeah. And then we go cd Picam viewer, and then git checkout feature Picam commands. Cool. Great. So now we have our server. Now what we need to do is we have to get Node and npm on this box. So I can do it through apt-get, I think. Let's just check it out. Node.js.org. Downloads, LTS, and we don't want that. We want Linux. What are power systems? What does that mean? What does power systems mean? I don't know what that means. Okay. I think we just want x64. There's got to be a better way to do that. Here we go. Debian. Yeah, that's what I want. Okay. If you're using Ubuntu, you might want to read about running Node.js on older distros. Don't need to do that. I want Node.js 8. Supported Debian. I'm on Jesse right now. Is it possible to like install just like a specific version with apt-get? Because what I want is 8.9.1. I mean, I guess this might work, but hold on. I'm a Linux noob. Apt-get specific version. How to know the version? Yeah, okay. How do I install? Equals. Okay. Perfect. That's what I want to know. So I want Node.js 8. Yes, you should not copy and paste commands that you don't know from the internet onto your Linux machine. But I'm pretty sure I can trust the Node.js documentation. Boom. There we go. It's setting up the apt-get. Hey everybody. There's 4 of you around. That's cool. That is 2 more. That's 3 more than there was last time. So that makes me real happy. In case you joined me late, what we're doing is we're trying to get my Raspberry Pi to mute, unmute, record, and stop recording my Picam. So the Raspberry Pi camera that I have set up, which is not that, but so I have this baby monitor that's running right now, and so we're just trying to get it to control the camera on the Raspberry Pi and we're doing it through Node.js. Okay. We gotta wait for this thing to run. You can't really see the bottom of it. There we go. Great. So what you guys up to? I've been playing Super Mario Odyssey on my Switch, and it's awesome. I really want to play Assassin's Creed Origins because it's made by the same team that worked on Black Flag, and I loved Black Flag. Okay. Awesome. Sudo apt-get install Node.js. Do it! Yeah! It's doing it! Heck yeah! By the way, I need to make a note of these commands because we're going to need them for when I update my guide. So let me just notes for guide updates. Install Node. Okay. Because I'm going to have to update my guide for people that want to use Picam Viewer, because now I added a new dependency. We still need Nginx to host the stream, but now we can use Node. Let's check it out. Oh, yeah. So cool. Okay, great. Now we have Node installed. Now let's go back to the PM2 docs. And we want to install the latest version of PM2. Oops. There we go. And it's going to be global. We're going to do that. And I'm going to add that to the guide also. So this is install Node.js. Install PM2. Okay. So this is installing PM2, which is the process manager. And then, crop. Oh, crop. Oh my God. Are you effing kidding me? I should just do, hold on. There we go. Okay. God forbid that I can do anything on here. Oh, I gotta run the command again. All right. Do it again. Gotta be running sudo for everything. I could probably just add pi to sudo users, but really it's probably better to not do that. So, whatever. So anyway, like I was saying, Assassin's Creed Origins looks awesome. I want to play it. What kingdom am I on Super Mario Odyssey? I just got to... it's installed. I just got to... What the hell kingdom am I on? Oh, the Snow Kingdom. That's what I'm on. So I just beat the mini boss. I'm on the Snow Kingdom, Super Mario Odyssey. Just beat the little mini boss. I got the 4. You got to do those 4 power boons or whatever to unlock the door or unlock the tunnel or whatever to the racetrack. So I'm gonna do the racetrack next. That's what I'm on. Anyway, we have PM2 installed. Cool. Now apparently, what we can do here is we can call PM2, and we're gonna do this, and it's gonna start it on port 5001, which is not exactly what I want, but maybe it's okay. Maybe that's okay actually. So let's start it. Oh, cool. PM2. PM2 list. Oh no! It aired out. How do I get to the cheat sheet logs? PM2 logs. What did it die on? Oh, I probably didn't do an npm install. Durr. That's probably why. So we have to do an npm install once we clone it. Yeah, so I just tried to launch the server with no node modules. That's why. Okay, I think I can do PM2 restart. Restart all. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. We got it working. Excellent. Let's check the logs. Listening on port 5001. Listen on port 5001. Boom, 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 boom. Cool. Great. Excellent. Excellent. I don't think that I have exposed this port. It's totally exposed. Totally exposed. Great. Well, that's fine. That's fine with me. That makes sense that I can't find it. So what I really want, though... Well, first of all... Shut up. So it would be great if, 5001 was not exposed. Patrick! Hey! What's up? I should figure out a way to show the chat, over my head on the video stream. That'd be kind of cool. Oh, yeah. No problem. So where was I? So the port's exposed. Thanks, Patrick. So the port is exposed on 5001. And what we need to do is probably we just need to proxy that to localhost 80. So why don't we look up how to do that? Well, the other thing is I don't really want 5001 exposed to the outside world. We'll figure that out when we get there. Let me just add a note to do that. I only want it to be accessible from within the Raspberry Pi. So what we want to do is we want to use Nginx proxy. We probably want proxy pass, I think. Okay. All right. So let's try that. Let's go back to, I'm going to do sudo. All right, I don't need to do sudo anymore. And Nginx sites enabled default. Okay, so what we want to do is re-enable. We don't want root, I don't think, anymore. Instead, what we want is this here. But this is going to be not this. There are probably a bunch of shortcuts. I'm not using Vim. I don't know the hotkeys. Give me a break, please. So we want proxy pass. And then I think we just want localhost 5001. Like that. And then we want HLS to be first. So if you go to /HLS, we always want to display the stream. Anything else we can proxy down to the node server. So, yeah. Okay. Let's restart the node server. Oh, damn it. The buffer. How do I do that again? Service? Nginx restart. Oh shit, I blew it up. Did I mess with the config? Oh, I think I need a semicolon at the end. All right. There we go. Missing semicolon. All right. Oh, look at that. Oh my God. That's so great. Okay. So this is running. So essentially, I think the way to test this, first let's stream the logs. Okay. So what we want to do, let me just open up the dev tools here. And let's move it to the bottom. All right. So here's the money. Now what we want to do is right now the microphone is listening. And actually let me go and close the other one because I have two of these running now. So first of all, let's close the local one. And then give me a sec because I need to switch back and close this one. All right. Okay, cool. So I closed the other one. So now we just have two. Let me just... Yep. Okay. Now let's see what happens when I click mute. And actually... Well, we can see this. So oh shit. Oh, what's gonna happen? What should happen is I should stop hearing the microphone if it worked. Okay. So I'm not hearing it, but let's go hooks. Okay. There's a file there. So there's a file there, so why is it not muted? Why is it not muted? Well, let's go... Picam.log. Yep, that doesn't make any... I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means, but it's unrelated, I think. So we created the file in the hooks directory. Is it the wrong permissions? So it's read. Let me try, hold on. Okay, touch, mute. It's the same permissions. So same permissions, same everything, so it should be working. Oh! Nope. Okay, never mind. I thought it worked for a sec. Okay. Why? Okay. To mute microphone temporarily, create a file named hooks mute. To unmute microphone, create a file hooks unmute. The slash shouldn't be... Hold on. In the Picam directory. So hooks are there. So if I do okay, so it's right there. It created the file. Why isn't it not working? What's wrong? I feel like this is not my problem. This is something else that's happening. Let's look at the logs again. Nope. Okay. Definitely not working. So that's disappointing. How about touch unmute? So now there's an unmute. What does that do? Anything? Okay, why don't I try start and stop record? That's another way to test. Touch start record. Okay, and then I should be able to tail. Nope, it is not showing anything there. Touch stop record. Okay, it's not reading any of these. It ain't working, guys. This is very disappointing. Picam, what's going on? I'm following your instructions. I mean, should I not be in sudo? How do I exit sudo mode? God dang it. Oh. Here we go. Okay. So let's go back to Picam. We have our hooks. Go into hooks. How about I touch it as this user? Cannot touch mute. Permission denied. Cool. It doesn't even work for me. Okay. That's still, yeah. Why did I think that would work? Alright. There's no, okay, it's not working. Well, WTF. What's going on? Create symbolic links. Am I just doing something? So see, we have Picam, we have hooks. It's going to /run/shm/hooks. I guess let's just make sure that that's working. You can see that right here. So hooks is pointing to /run. There's the Picam binary right there. Recording, state. It's all running. I don't know if I can. I don't know if this will work. Oh yeah, okay. You have hooks. Okay, there's nothing in hooks. And just so I'm not crazy. Yep. Okay. Not crazy. Definitely the symbolic link is working. What is going on? So we are starting Picam to start a recording, create a file named hook start record while the Picam command is running. Well, we know Picam's running. Well, I guess you can't really see it in here, but it is running because the stream is up, so it's definitely running. Dude. And there's no recording. CD rec. CD archive. Root Picam archive. Let's go into /root. That's interesting. Whoa, what's going on? Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh my god, are you serious right now? Okay, watch this. Watch this. Come on, you gonna turn off? You gonna turn off? No. I thought that might work. So there are two Picam directories. One is under root. The other one is under pi. That's fucking weird. So there is a Picam right there that's running. What is this hooks directory in here? Just to be safe. And then
Okay, there's nothing in here. Well, beans. I thought that maybe what I was seeing was that this Picam directory, why is there a Picam directory in my root directory? My root user. I don't think it's being used, or if it is, it's still not working. Run shm hooks. So regardless, it's not working no matter what. Well, did someone report this maybe? Okay. So I think I know why this directory exists, but I still don't know why Picam isn't reading from the run shm. That's where it should be reading from. See, shm dir / hooks. Create a symbolic link to destination. Well, create a symbolic link from destination dir hooks. There. So there's basically two symbolic links pointing to the same place. Whatever. That's fine. I don't care. That should still be okay. As long as they're ending up in the same place, then that's okay. Let's go look at the issues. Record and stream simultaneously. Yep, I did that. That's weird. Do. Start and stop ain't working. Let me see. Streaming. Mute. Recording is sometimes not started. Well, that's sort of true, but also... Yeah, what is this? Interesting. So it's not even showing an error message. Let's see. What's going on? What's going on? You'd think this would be a solved problem. Mute. Unmute. There's something else going on. No one else says that there's a problem. Hooks. Start watching hooks. Oh. Hold on. Okay, my wife got back, so the dog just went ape. Oh my god, that dog. She's so loud. So we're trying to figure out why the heck our hooks aren't working. So Picam should be running as root. The symbolic links are hooked up, and it should be reading from it. But what we can do maybe is just run Picam normally, maybe, maybe stop it and restart it. We could try that. I guess I could just reboot and see if it's just because it's been forever. So let's see. cd cd hooks sudo rmute. Okay, so we're gonna reboot the Pi. I'm gonna have to log in again. So let's do that. Let's just do reboot the server, man. Okay, one sec while I get my password. Do 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 do. All right, copy that. Cool. All right, so Putty. I have no idea how to get Putty to restart, so just gonna have to go do it again. Load, open. And of course it doesn't save my preferences. Why would it? Why the heck would it? That would just be too cool. It's because I didn't save it, that's why. I'm giving Putty a hard time. It's my fault. Okay, so now Picam should be running. Let's go into and let's we're gonna have to restart the server too. cd Picam viewer pm2 start server.js. I'm gonna have to just have that set up as a daemon, but no problem. I'll do that later. Then we should go to Picam. So I should be able to refresh this page. Yep. Okay, and then we are going to try it again. Access denied. Really? Oh, I know why. Sorry. PM to stop all. Okay, good. How do I just totally... delete all? Alright, cool. And let's... I have to do sudo and hold on. Let's see this Picam viewer sudo pm2 start server.js. As I have to run it as root. It's not the safest thing in the world to do, but it works. So then, there we go. So then, cd Picam, cd hooks. There we go. We have our mute, the mute file. So, should be working, but it's not. What's going on? I can definitely still hear it. It's definitely still working. I should be able to unmute. now there's two of them. Great. Okay. I don't know what's going on. We might have to call today. Call tonight. So when you're streaming like this, your brain runs at like 50% capacity. So I might be able to figure it out offline and maybe in time for the next stream. If you care to join me later, that'd be awesome. I will not be streaming next week or the week after because I will be in Hawaii. So I'm not going to stream while I'm in Hawaii. When I get back, though, what I'll post about the schedule. So I'll post what I'll next be streaming. But it was awesome seeing you guys stop in. Say hi or whatever. I think we're done here. So, sorry that it didn't work out. There's something up with Picam, either my setup or something else that's not working. So, we'll have to figure it out. So anyway, thanks for joining me. Next time we will hopefully try to fix the Picam so that we can actually finish this code. I'll try to figure it out offline and hopefully in time for the next stream. Like I said, I will tweet/post on my Twitch channel when that will be, so you can follow me there. And you can follow me on Twitch if you're not already. And if you're watching this after the live stream, thanks for tuning in. Really appreciate it. I'm just doing this for fun. Just first of all, it helps me commit to actually working on open source stuff regularly, but also committing to once every 2 weeks isn't so bad. And the baby is sleeping, so what else am I going to do, right? Just watching him. And usually the Thursdays my wife has off, so she's hanging out doing stuff with her friends. So it's just me alone at home. But anyway, thanks for tuning in. Hopefully, so we finished a lot. I mean, we got a lot done. We got the server side all finished. We got it loaded up onto the Raspberry Pi. It's just that the hooks aren't quite working, even though all the code's working. So it looks like it's just something with the Raspberry Pi. I'm just going to have to figure it out. Anyway, appreciate it. I'll talk to you later. Sayonara.